Hello Capricorn! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Website is schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. This is illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's a website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. What do we have for Capricorn? Three aces. Three aces and support that may be good. Everything is, I'm noticing everything is lined up just right. You got the organization card, which is really good for you. Okay, I feel like this is actually going quite well. Why am I saying it that way? What is this? Things are organized. You know what you want to do. You are seeming to play it out the way you need to. I don't feel like that's bad. Seven of Pentacles reversed, and then the Hierophant kind of reversed. This is the card that it's kind of like, I feel like you've moved somebody out of your way. I think you've strategized to move somebody out of your way. And this is going exactly the way you wanted it to. That's going to go... I don't think this energy is coming back. Is that what you want? It might be what you want anyway. I'm not really sure. Is this not really going to be a problem for you later? Eight of Swords in question. It's kind of like maybe an issue or a person. I feel like it feels like a person. You're moving them out of your way. I don't think they know what you're setting them up for at first, but once they realize it, I think they just kind of roll with it. I don't know if they're like out of your way permanently or if it's going to be like a good amount of time before you have to deal with them again. I feel like you're distancing yourself from somebody for a while. They seem to be difficult to deal with for you, but I feel like they don't want to fight, so they're just kind of going to go. The switchover goes a lot easier than expected. I'm getting the Seven of Swords is kind of like the energy or the transition is happening without any confrontation, without any rebuttal. Whoever this is just kind of going, and they're seeing it, and they're just kind of like, you know what, whatever, and they just go. I feel it worked out that way, and they're like, you know what, I'll go with it. I feel like there's a word of advice with this. Appreciate how easily it went. Make it easy for this person to also continue in that energy. It seems like this energy is very... they don't want to fight. But they just seem to be going with the flow. They just seem to be going along with the things. They're very compatible with the way you want things to go at this point. If you want to keep this in the future, be as realistically accommodating as possible in the future, and it will keep going this smoothly. So, down the line, you know what's realistically realistically accommodating for this. Doesn't mean you want to be, but I feel like at this point you can decide what's realistic. If you stay within those guidelines, and they're saying you know what that means. Wanting to give it to this situation versus what you feel like is actually fair are two different things. Do you want to do some of this stuff? No. Is it fair? Yes. If you stay within the fair, it's as smooth in the future as it is right now. It's up to you. I feel like they're just giving you that heads up. Like, it can stay this smooth. If you bond with that thought and you decide that you will do it that way, you'll be fine. This is kind of the moment where you need to make that decision, though. Because if you get that in your mindset, like, you know what? There's things that I don't want to give up, but I understand why it would be fair if I did. If I get myself, like, I'm going to do the fair thing, and I just keep in that mindset, and you just keep going there, I'm telling you, it'll stay smooth. It's a general read. For the most part, though, it should stay smooth. It's up to you. But you kind of have to make that decision now if you're going to do that or not. If you kind of put it to, like, I'll think about it later, I'll think about it later, I'll think about it later, when it shows up later, you won't do that. You're going to be like, I don't want to give that up, I'm not going to give that up, and then we'll have, conflict. If you decide now, like, you know what, I don't want to give that up, but I understand why it would be fair if I gave that, I'll do the fair thing, and I'll get myself in that mindset now, it'll stay smooth sailing. There's something about this person, I feel like they might trigger you, and it might make you want to kind of like hold your ground or like hold back more. So if it just kind of like, if you get that in your mindset now, it's not an issue later. What is this? Somebody new coming in? It could be. Could be. You seem to be happy about it. Five of Cups in question, the Tower card in question, somebody coming in. You seem to be happy about this. Now, when I'm getting the Five of Cups in question, like, this is somebody who, they have something to give to this situation, but they got some rough edges. They definitely have some rough edges. The Tower half in, half out is telling me that rough edges thing, they're not doing so well. They're not completely failing, but they're not doing that well. I think one of the reasons why, I feel like this is you, the King of Pentacles, I feel like this is you coming into this situation. Don't get caught up in the gender, no matter what gender you are, but it's kind of like this person, they have rough edges and things aren't going as well as they'd like, and you're kind of giving them like, well, here's a structure. If you can do this and you can do that, I think your situation can go a lot better than it currently feels. And I feel like I don't see you doing it for them. I see you like giving them advice, and I think they're going to take your advice. That makes you happy. Kind of like, oh, you asked for my opinion and you followed through on what I told you to do. You respected my opinion. It's kind of like you asked for it, then you respected the information I was willing to give you. Because Capricorn isn't one to just give out help just for like, oh, I'm here, why not? Capricorn's like, I'll put the time in with you a little bit, because even giving information, that's still an investment with people. So I invested some thoughts, I gave you a chance, you're respecting that, I like that. This might be somebody who comes into your life a little bit stronger. Because I also feel like this is somebody who understands, I wonder if this is replacing this other energy, by the way, because it just seems like it. Maybe, it doesn't have to, but this person also seems to respect that, like, if you get help, you give help. Like, you can't just keep take. You have to take, if you get something, you give something. You try to, like, one hand, you try to give back. It's kind of like, maybe somebody makes a nice dinner for you. Maybe cooking isn't the thing for you, but you're like, well, I can't really cook, but if you want, I'll help you straighten this up and I'll clean up everything here. I'll help you clean up. Like, it's like, how do you balance it out? Like, somebody gave me a nice thing for food, they gave me some nice food, I want to help them clean up afterwards to show my appreciation for that food. They seem to be that type of energy, which is also something, when I see this is very much, Capricorn likes that. They like the give and take. They don't mind giving to people as long as they're giving back too. They like that fair balance. I feel like the Capricorn energy that I'm familiar with anyway, when there's a fair balance going back and forth, that's when Capricorn really excels. Capricorn doesn't like to give too much, but Capricorn doesn't do well when they get too much either. When that fair balance comes back and forth, that's what Capricorn likes. That's where Capricorn, goes the whole distance. I feel this doesn't have to be a romance thing, but this person could go that way. It depends on you. It doesn't have to be like that. But I do see the Ace of Cups, and I know people are going to wonder, like, could this be? It could be. It's going to depend how it plays out. I also feel like if that comes in, it's something that you're interested in, not something that is pushed upon you, just to be fair. This connection coming in, I'm not really sure if it's replacing the old one, just to be fair. So, like, the reason I'm saying that is, like, the person going out of your way might have been a business connection that you're kind of getting out of your way. A love connection might be coming into your life afterwards. It could be. They could be different connections. Just, you know what I mean? Or vice versa. Could be a friendship going its separate way, and maybe there's a new business connection coming in. Like, they don't have to be in the same arenas, but one thing is leaving, something else is coming in. I feel like that's the point. What is that? I see that. Like, you have 3 aces here. We're going towards the third one. 6 of Swords reversed, which actually I think you're going to like, and the Judgment in your favor. 6 of Swords, right side up, is moving on from troubled waters or just kind of leaving something in the past. 6 of Swords reversed is kind of like, there's problems here we need to deal with. Whoever this person is, they do help you out. They do show you value. You help them. They go out of their way to find a way to help you too. They need more assistance in, like, straightening out their life. I feel like you're going to get more involved with this person. But I don't think it's a problem, because I'm getting the best possible decision. Like, this is somebody who's going to do for you the way you do for them. This is somebody who values somebody helping them and greatly appreciates it, and goes out of their way to show that appreciation. You need something, you need something picked up, you need some help with this project, you need this, you need that. If they can do it, they will bend over backwards for you. I feel like you're going to notice that right in the beginning too. Ironically, the first thing I'm noticing when you notice that is, like, you're counseling this person, like, all right, listen, people help you and I'm going to help you and I appreciate the help, but, like, don't bend yourself in a pretzel. I'm not looking for anybody to bend themselves in a pretzel. If I need you to pick me something up, just literally pick up what I asked you to and don't go crazy. Like, if I ask you to pick up milk, don't bring me the whole dairy section. Like, I don't need that. I don't want that. Like, I understand, like, why you're thinking, like, okay, yeah, sometimes I use cheese. Can't everybody use a little extra cheese? You know, I like this in my coffee, or getting some extra creamer for me. But if I don't ask you for it, don't get it for me. Just do what I ask you to, and when other people ask you to do things for them, just make sure it's within reason. Don't be bringing yourself to a deficit. You seem to be counseling this person about, like, you know, paying back or doing for others is good, but, like, don't bend yourself in a pretzel. That's not, you know, don't go out of your way. Like, somebody gives you $1, don't try to give them $10. You know, keep it within $1. Like, you don't have to keep it right to the cent, but, you know, if somebody gives you $1, you try to do $1 worth back. You don't try to go crazy. And every time somebody gives you $1, you try to find a way to give people $10. You got 5 people helping you. You got $5 collectively from these people. Then you're trying to spend $50 to make everybody feel happy that they helped you. Meanwhile, you didn't have $5 to begin with. So what are you doing, going crazy, trying to find a way to pay everybody else all this extra money that you didn't really have? Like, bring it together. Be more conservative with some of this stuff. Help people, show appreciation, very good, but let's not drive ourselves crazy over it. Maybe this is one of the reasons why your life is kind of the way it is. You seem to be giving people that advice. You seem to be counseling this person a lot. I feel like it's not a problem. I feel like because they listen to you and they try to do better and they tell you what they're trying to do and why they do what they do, I don't think you expect this person to be, like, perfect in 5 seconds anyway. I think you know it's going to be a struggle and a challenge, but as long as you see improvement, you're going to be happy with it. That's the person coming in. You seem to really like this person because they're very open and they're very, like, want to hear how you do things. So it seems good. I like it. Feels good for me. Hopefully it feels good for you. All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.